do I get a physician loan, or do I use the cash I have or that I'm about to scrape up or whatever to use for a down payment? Or should I be using it to, pay off student loans or save up an emergency fund or max out my retirement accounts or start a real estate empire or whatever? Thoughts on that decision? If somebody has a down payment, should they use it? Or should
Yeah.
they, just get a physician home loan and use that for some other good cause?
Everybody's situation is different, and there's the numbers side of the equation and there's the emotional side of the equation. Like, some people just don't feel like they can take a breath until they pay off their student loans. But if I was to look at it just from a numbers, what strategy is going to create the most amount of wealth over the longest period of time? Whatever strategy is going to enable you to start investing for retirement the soonest is likely going to make you the most wealthy. And that's simply because of the rule of 72, right? We know that if we take 72 and we divide it by our rate of return on our investments, we can deduct how many years it's going to take for us to double our nest egg or our investments. And the mistake that I see physicians making all too often is they say, I'm going to spend the first 10 years out of residency or fellowship, or 5 years or whatever it is, and I am going to pay down my student loans. And then I'm going to start investing. And what I offer to them is, okay, well, let's just think about that strategy for a moment. If it takes you 10 years, let's just say it takes you 10 years, and let's say the rate of return you could have got on those investments is 7.2%, just make math easy. That means that you're doubling your retirement or your nest egg every every 10 years, right? 72 divided by 7.2% means you're doubling that over every 10 years. So if it took you 10 years to pay off your student loans, what you've effectively done at the end of your retirement journey is you cut off the last doubling of those assets because you delayed investing for 10 years. So the mortgage should be part of the overall investment strategy. It should be part of the overall strategy to create the most amount of wealth. Oftentimes, what I find is people would be more wealthy if they put zero down on their home. They kept some liquidity, so they had a nest egg in case of an emergency, and they started investing. They may be a lot more wealthy than if they saved a long time for a down payment and then saved a long time to pay off their student loans and then started investing for retirement.